Welcome students in mathematics class. Today I start with chapter rational numbers. What are rational numbers? They are saying numbers. See, the word rational number has come from the word ratio. Ratio comprises of two parts, that is the antecedent and the consequent. If we can write the ratio in the fraction form also, that is numerator upon denominator. So if I say rational number is more equivalent or more similar like fraction, then it will not be a wrong. It's an advanced version of fraction. So what are rational number is? They are saying the rational numbers, the numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q cannot be equal to 0. What does it mean? Any number in the form of a fraction where numerator and denominator both are integers, and in any of the circumstances q cannot be, that is the denominator part cannot be equal to 0, is called a rational number. Okay student, see we have examples of rational number. It is 5 by 8, minus 2 by 5, 4 by minus 7, minus 11 by 3, and so on. Okay, when we have only natural numbers, that is 5, so we can write 5 upon 1. 12 can be written as 12 by 1. 85 can be written as 85 by 1. Okay, so that means we can express natural numbers also in the form of a fraction. They are saying every whole number is a rational number. That means every rational whole number can be converted into a fraction form with the denominator 1. 0 is also a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 by 1. 1 is also a rational number because 1 can be written as 1 by 1. So every whole number can be written as fraction with denominator 1. Every integer is a rational number since every integer can be written as a by 1, that is every integer can have 1 in the denominator. Okay children, as you can see it here, a by 1 they have written. Every fraction is a rational number. Every fraction is a rational number, that is a by b is a fraction, and a and b both are natural numbers. Remember that b cannot be 0. What b represents? The denominator part. In any of the rational number, denominator cannot be 0. Make it sure. Then we come to the next, that is positive rational numbers. They are saying a rational number is said to be a positive. Its numerator and denominator are either both positive or both negative. If numerator, that means if numerator and denominator both have the same sign, then they are known as positive rational number. But when a numerator is positive and denominator is negative, or a vice versa, that means numerator and denominator both have a different sign, then they are known as negative numbers. They are saying a rational number is said to be a negative if the numerator and denominator are such that one of them is positive integer and the other is a negative integer. Okay children, so you can see it here. Here minus 4 by 7, numerator is negative, denominator is positive, so it is a negative rational number. 7 upon 9, 7 is positive and 9 is negative, so it's again a negative rational number. Minus 16 by 5, two different sign they have, so it is a negative number. Okay, when I come to positive, 4 by 9, 4 and 9 both are positive, so it's a positive number. Minus 6 upon minus 11, both are having the same sign, that is negative, so therefore they are positive rational number. minus 68 by minus 11, both are again having the same sign, therefore it is a positive rational number. So we have to remember that if two numerator and denominator both have the same sign, then they are positive, and when they are numerator and denominator both have different sign, then they are negative. Okay, then we come to the a few general rules are there for the rational number. If any of the rational number is multiplied by any number, that it is going to be an equivalent number. See, minus 3 by 5 is given. Minus 3 is multiplied with 2, as well as 5 is multiplied with 2. Minus 3 is multiplied with 3. 5 is also multiplied by 3. Again with 4 we have multiplied. So numerator and denominator, if multiplied with both are multiplied with the same number, then it is the same fraction or the same rational number. That means you can multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number or the same integer, then it is going to be the same. If P and Q is a rational number, M is a common divisor, then P by Q is equal to P divided by M, Q divided by M. What does it mean? The way I said in the first rule, that we can multiply the same number in the numerator and the denominator, it does not make any change in the rational number. Similarly, we can divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, it does not make any change in the rational number. Let's go with the example. See, 28 by 35 is given. We divide both, have a common divisor, that is 7. So if we can divide both numerator and denominator by 7, that will become 4 by 5. Okay, then again we have minus 32 by 24. They have a common divisor, that is 8. So if we divide them, what we'll get? Minus 4 by 3. So 32 upon 20, minus 32 upon 24 is equivalent to minus 4 by 3. So remember student, we can divide a fraction or a rational number by with the same number in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So remember, multiplication or division is possible in a rational number. It should be done with the numerator as well as with the denominator. Then I come to the third rule. If the denominator of a given rational number is negative, if we multiply the numerator and the denominator with a minus 1 to get an equivalent rational number with a positive denominator. Suppose any of them, now what does it mean? If the denominator of a number is negative and we want to convert into a positive denominator, then we have to multiply it by minus 1. Remember that any of the negative number can be converted to positive by multiplying it by minus 1. And as we discussed in the first law, that any number can be multiplied in a rational number, but we need to remember that if we are multiplying in the numerator, we have to multiply in the denominator as well. Okay, then we come to the fourth rule. If two fractions are equal, two rational numbers are equal, then that is a upon b is equal to c upon d, then a into d is equal to b into c. A into D is equal to B into C. This is possible when two rational numbers are equal. Okay, children? Now I come to the word equivalent fraction. As I told you, we can multiply any number in the numerator, then same number to be multiplied in the denominator also to make the fraction equivalent. Two rational numbers are said to be equivalent if one can be obtained from the other by multiplying or dividing its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number. We can find the equivalent fraction of any given fraction by multiplying its numerator and denominator by the same number, or we can divide its numerator and denominator by the same divisor. Okay, so we learned here what a rational number is. Rational number is a fraction that comprises of numerator and denominator, that has p and q, that both are the integers, and the denominator part cannot be equal to 0. What is standard form of a rational number? Student, again, what the standard form means, it is again in the form of p by q, and q cannot be equal to 0. That means denominator cannot be equal to 0. Another important thing here is that numerator and denominator can have only and only one common factor, that is 1. That is, their HCF should be 1. That means any rational number in its simplest form is known as its standard form. Simplest form means it should be in its lowest form. A rational number p by q is said to be a standard form if p is positive and p and q both have no common factor other than 1. Okay, so remember, rational number and standard rational number, only one difference is there. Rational number can be in the highest form, it can be a multiple form of the any number, but when we are writing the standard form, it has to come to its lowest or simplest form. Okay, then we proceed toward exercise 2a. Exercise 2a, they are saying, question number 1, write what are rational numbers. Give 4 examples of positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers, and give an example of a rational number with neither positive nor negative. So you have understood, any rational number is in the form of p by q, where p and q both are integers, q cannot be equal to 0, and p and q have only one common factor. Okay, so you can write positive rational numbers, means you can write any fraction with both numerator and denominator with the same sign. In negative rational numbers, again we write a fraction with numerator and denominator with two different signs. Okay, question number 2, which of the and remember that 0 is the only rational number which is neither positive nor negative. Okay, question number 2, which of the following form are rational numbers? As I said, rational numbers p upon q form is required, and denominator cannot be equal to 0. So first one, it's a p by fraction form, it is a rational number. I discussed 17. Third one, that is 17. Again, 17 is a natural number, and every natural number or every whole number is a rational number, because 17 can be written as 17 by 1. Okay, minus 25 is again a rational number, because minus 25 can be written as minus 25 upon 1. Now we come to the sixth part, 8 upon 0. The moment 0 is there in the denominator, it cannot be a rational number. Okay, children, hope you can do the rest of the parts. Okay, then I come to question number 2. What they are saying in question number 3, write down the numerator and the denominator of each of the following rational number. Before we start with question number 3, I'd give you the way of presenting the question number 2. which of the following rational numbers are there. So whenever we have such questions, what you're going to do, how you're going to do in your copy, write question number. See, I'm going to represent in your copy. Write question number 2. Write. Do not forget to write the question line. Okay. Copy down the question line. We are looking for the which of the following are rational numbers. So write rational numbers. And whichever numbers are there, write them in that. As it is 5 by 15. 17, write 17 by 1. Minus 25, right? Minus 25, 1. So this way you write all the rational numbers in the same line. Okay. Question number 3, then we come to write down the numerator and the denominator of the following rational numbers. So again, copy down the question line. Okay, here. Then write fraction. Then write next column numerator. The next column denominator. And how I'm going to write? Suppose I am taking question number 3, last part. The fraction is minus 8. Okay. How we are going to write?